Hey guys, it's Dandy. So today I wanted to do a little mid-year review and flip through of my books. So I started the year with a Traveler's Notebook system and then my Kinboard Daily, which is kind of like an alternative to Hobonichi like dailies. Like the Avec is kind of like the one I have. And yeah, I'll just do a flip through really quick. I've got a little bit more to say about my Traveler's Notebook system, so I'll save that for in a second. The dailies, though, I think it's a system that I've really worked out what I like about it, and I really enjoy the Kinboard books a lot. And this, of course, is in a Hobonichi cover. This is the Alid Tone, I think is what it's called. So, I have the inside decorated, of course, I always do. So I've got Polaroid, this is from my Toji keychain, this is the cover. So I do have the Kinboard that is two separate books. So this is the first half of the year, and then I've got a separate book for the second half of the year, kind of like the Hobonichi Avec. I almost switched to Hobonichi this year just because I wanted a 2-book instead of 1 book for the whole year, but luckily that they made 2 different books this year. So, flipping it open, I of course have my trading cards. I found these SpongeBob trading cards that I just love so much, and I like them so much I found them and I bought an entire box full on AliExpress on sale. So I'm waiting for those to come in because I'm really excited about that. And then of course I've got other trading cards here, just to give you a little trading card tour, I guess. I've got Mahito, this is a Transformers one, this is Ratchet, and then I've got Kinjaku, if you guys are caught up. And then I've got Majora's Mask as well. And then flip through, this is where it did have it did say 2026, but Georgia sent me this lovely, lovely sticker she made. So I put this over it instead for this year. So here I've got a mood board and then kind of like a tarot card that I wanted to represent the year, I guess. I don't have anything on these pages yet. I haven't really decided what to do on those. Oh, I guess I could show you. I started out doing a doodle a day and then my mood tracker here. I really wish I could keep up with that better because I ended up, of course, falling off of that. But it's something I'd like to pick back up, which I said that last year too. It's just so cool to look at the end of the month. It's just also like hard to find something to doodle, I guess. March had nothing. April had nothing. I was trying to do like mood trackers here on the side. I ended up doing something differently from this that you'll see in a minute. This was this month. I thought maybe just a few pictures here and there since I'm not doodling a day. I'm still figuring it out. And then, of course, we get into the dailies. Started in January, of course, and I never like my January cover pages. I just always fumble them somehow. I won't talk in depth about every single page because I feel like we'd be here forever. So I'm just going to do like quick flips unless there's something specific I want to really talk about, I guess. I should try to kind of split up the page again because I do think it looks nice like that. I just end up writing and then I don't stop writing, so I don't have any fun layouts really. But I do like playing with shapes and my ephemera and stuff on the pages, of course. And I always like trying to have a good balance of printed photos and my stickers and ephemera, because I feel like if I worry too much, I'm falling into this trap right now again. If I worry too much about having printed photos every single day, I end up, 1, not using ephemera and stickers that I already have, and 2, I fall behind, which I never like, but I fall behind because I'm like, well, I want to print all my pictures at once so I don't waste any paper. And then end up just not writing in the pages, which is an issue. These are lovely stickers from Bronte. Let's see. labels and packaging, stickers. These are from a used bookstore that we go to. I haven't really used any fun ink colors this year, and I think I'm really lacking in that department because I do like fun ink colors. I just always end up using my same favorite pen because it's my favorite pen, which is the Sarasa Grand. It's very similar to the Sarasa clips, like the vintage ones, like if you haven't been around. These are the Sarasa clips. This is in a vintage sepia black color. They come in little packs and there's a bunch of colors, but I fell in love with this pen, and so I got the heavier duty version of it, which is the Sarasa Grand. Which maybe is a little extra, but I do enjoy it. This is when I started my new job, left my old job. All my coworkers at my old job signed a card for me, so I kind of scanned it and made a smaller version to fit in here. And it makes me cry. But yeah, it's been really good at the new job so far. I think I've made friends, which is always nice, and I get to play with dogs all day. I'm working my way through my courses. It has been kind of overwhelming, but I am working my way through them, and then hopefully by July I'll be a full-on dog groomer, which would be awesome. I've been trying to go through my old stickers because I've got such a buildup of them. I'm just trying to use some of them. And there's some days where I don't really feel like writing, and I just collage a bunch of stuff together, and you'll see that a bunch in here too. And some days and I always say this, it's okay if some days you don't write. You don't have to force yourself to go back and fill it in, because it is at the end of the day a reflection on how you were feeling that day. And if you weren't feeling good, you weren't feeling good, and you shouldn't have to force yourself to write about a day where you weren't feeling good if you don't want to, kind of thing. I really like the cover page I made for March. I need to figure out how to get that same kind of vibe again, because it's just not working great the last couple months. These are some of the ones that I've printed on my Canon Ivy as well, so I do have like a mix of my actual printer and sticker paper and my Canon Ivy stickers as well. This is from Bucky. Hi Bucky, if you're watching, I love you so much, and I love Mimi. I love keeping things that my friends send me in my journals. It just makes me happy when I flip through. And then, yeah, so nothing much really significant happened that day, except I got to feed the small animals at the pet store. So that's all I really wrote about. This is when I started to redo my room, and I got new furniture and stuff, and that was fun to build. This was tissue paper from one of my presents, and I liked decorating the page with that. Little IKEA guy, some birthday text I got from my friends and my cousin. Some more room stuff. Sometimes I'll put what I've been listening to in here, or funny comments I find. I just think that you should be able to add whatever you feel like adding to your notebook. There's no really rules, I guess. This was an aquarium day. We have a green moray eel at our aquarium now, and he's so stinking cute. This is just a wrapper from my favorite chip brand. This is April and when we went camping. Also, I'm sorry if Zeus is making so much noise. Hang on. So this is from April and when we went camping. Don't say anything about how I just said April. I don't know why that happened. Me and my mom went on a really fun hike, and it was just a good family time. This is when I passed the first level of my Paragon, which is my dog grooming courses. I had to write about Artemis 2, of course. Repotted some plants, some dogs. Sometimes I'll just kind of put whatever. I was rewatching Transformers, and I always love putting Ratchet and stuff. This is a napkin, so really you can put whatever, and I just kind of redrew the splashdown of the Artemis capsule coming down. I've been, I'm sure you guys may have noticed, but the last couple months I haven't been very active on my socials and on my YouTube. It's just been kind of overwhelming and stressful, and that even shines in my book because there's so many pages that have just ended up being mostly blank, just because it's just been a lot lately, but I'm slowly getting back into the swing of things. I've been playing a lot of Fortnite. I'm trying to hang out with some friends. This is a cat that I got really attached to. He got adopted, which is great, but I do miss him very much. His name was Kitten Nugget. Yeah, now we're getting into May. I don't like this cover page as much. I have to figure out what to do to make it look better. And also I got officially diagnosed with autism. I've been kind of self-diagnosed for a long time for several reasons, but two of the big ones being I didn't have health insurance, and paying out of pocket is wildly, ridiculously expensive for an evaluation. And I finally had the chance to get that done, and I do have a formal diagnosis now, which just feels amazing. And this is something I'll talk about in a minute. If you guys have been noticing little bits of this, I'll get to that. Give me just a minute. This is a concert I went to. We went and saw Violent Vera. It was my siblings' first concert, and I got to see one of my best friends, and it was just a great show. If you guys like kind of more like heavier, like rock music and stuff, listen to Violent Vera. I think she's amazing, and everybody in the band is. And it was a great show. It was so much fun. And then this is a cake I got to celebrate my diagnosis. It was SpongeBob themed because, of course, it was. And then this is just more Fortnite, and this is a camera I've been thinking about. My friend very generously gifted me a Cricut Maker, so I'm excited about that. And then my other friend, listen, I'm spoiled and I don't know why, and I'm so sorry. I hope this doesn't come off as me bragging, because I just said that. But my best friend also bought me a late birthday present, which is a Switch 2, and I cried my eyes out. It was very nice. And this is kind of where we're at right now. And this is what I was talking about. I wanted to print off a couple pictures for these pages, but because I haven't yet, today is the 14th, and I've got 3 pages to fill up because I haven't printed off pictures because I don't want to waste paper. So that's where we're at. But yeah, I really like this little daily book. I used this page as marker testing. I keep a log of my Dunkin' Donuts refreshers here. I've got a couple more stickers back here, and this is where I keep my pencil board. Yeah, so not much has changed with this, except it's just one book now. I mean, it's 2 books now instead of 1. Between now and last year, that's the only difference, really. I'm still trying to fill things out like I did. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I really like my daily book. And now, getting into the Traveler's Notebook system. If you're new here, this is a cover I made myself. This is a Lord Huron patch. It is just stuck on with tape because I didn't want it to be too permanent, because that's scary, because I really like this patch. These are just a couple of charms. And then this is a deer skull charm I got from Michael's. Let's see. So in my Traveler's Notebook system, I have this small monthly calendar to keep up with. And that's just because the Traveler's Notebook week planner does not have monthly pages. And I need to have both. So I keep those 2 separate ones, but I just got the smaller one of this so it doesn't take up as much room. I've got, of course, a card pocket here with some cards. This one is one I made, actually, for Lord Huron for the World Enders design, because I just think it looks so cool. I've got another mojito, and then I've also got a Polaroid of me and my sibling at Universal. I got this tall Shigaraki one, and then I got this card at a art show kind of thing, like a little art market. And I laminated it, and I just keep it in here. This is my kind of like everything journal. It's where I just write about things I enjoy and think, if that makes sense. So we've got couple stickers here. And I like to, with books like this, I always like to do like an about me on the first page. It's an easy thing to do to know what you're going to put on the first page, and it's fun to look back at when you are later down the road looking at your old books. You can kind of see who you were at the time, and then it kind of, I find it takes the pressure off of that first page of a book. You kind of always know what you're going to put on it. There's a playlist that I had at the time. This is talking about Gachiakuta. It's a wonderful, wonderful manga slash anime. I highly, highly recommend this one. It's wonderful. This is when I was planning for my room. This was just me talking about some kind of clothes style I'd like to get into, because most of my closet is just t-shirt and jeans. These are some of my favorite characters over time, like since forever. Of course, that doesn't include like the new ones, but just over time, from a long time ago to now, some of my favorite people. This is just some feelings and some pin testing. Another playlist. This was my most listened to in January, I guess. I bought some Prismacolors. This is talking about Kashimo. He finally got animated. I've been waiting on him to get animated in Jujutsu Kaisen for 2 years. And I can't believe his voice actor is who it is. It's just like such a perfect fit, I think. And I just can't wait to see more of him in the next season. This is a letter from my friend Georgia. I love getting stuff from her. We have a lot of the same interests, and she's just so kind. This was some of my stationery favorites. I do have a video about this, and this is actually what I used to plan that video, and I'll link it if you guys are interested in that. I got new mod liners, and this was just me trying to figure out some configurations for my room when I was redoing it. This is a letter from Bucky. He sent me a bunch of like lovely stuff for my birthday, and I just felt so grateful. And he's just so sweet, and of course I have to keep it as well. This is my packing list for my camping trip. This is when I got my little Toji cat keychain. I did write that I wanted you, and I did find him on Depop for just like $5. So I know he's not super popular, but he's one of my favorite characters ever. I just adore him, so I'm really excited to get him as well. And this was from our camping trip. I really like doing pages like this. It's just so fun. I wish I was just going places all the time so I could keep doing pages like this. I love putting in maps and brochures and postcards and everything. It was a lot of fun. We went to Little River Canyon National Preserve, and then we also went to DeSoto State Park over in Alabama. It was gorgeous. It was a lot of fun. They had a bunch of bear stuff, so I had to put it in here. Here is my page about Artemis 2. Here's another problem that I run into. I decorate the page, and I think the page looks so cute, and then I get scared to write in it, which is an issue that I need to fix. This spread I don't like as much. I was going to write a bunch here, but I wasn't feeling good that day. And these are a bunch of extra stickers from my sticky packs that I got. This is talking about the new National Park Passport, which I could make a whole video on National Park Passports, especially now that I don't work for a gift shop. It feels less like work to talk about it. So expect something about the National Park Passport soon, because I think they're so fun. And this is going to be a page about a camera I've been eyeballing. I'm really bad. I swear this will be the last camera for a while. And then I got a Muji collection case, and these are the tags from that. And I'm excited to show you guys this one too. We're going to set that up together. Here's the other side of that little clear card pocket. I don't have anything right here right now except more cards. I put them in here because I didn't want them to get damaged, but my best friend gave me some of them. Here is my weekly planner it's the Traveler's Notebook one. I've got also my pencil board here. I love this pencil board. So this is just the half year, just blank, undated. I only got that because I didn't want to commit to the whole thing just in case I didn't end up liking it as much. But I do really like the way I decorated this cover. I kind of want to keep recreating this kind of style. It could also just be because it's all very green that I like it so much. But this is my weekly planner. I kind of keep track of socials here. Here's a big version of my mood board. This is where I tried to keep up with my steps. Don't look at how bad they are. This is my spending. Don't look at how bad it is. And then this is kind of like the setup I had for the weekly spreads themselves. So I had, this is work things. This is just personal life things. Habits are here. This is my weekly to-do list. I do a weekly to-do list instead of a daily to-do list just because there's less pressure, especially as like an autistic person, and like things feel harder from day to day. It's just easier for me to have a running list and then I can just check it off as I go. This is a notes area, and then this is where I was keeping up with my screen time. This area changes a lot. I couldn't really figure out exactly what I liked to do there. But it was really fun. I really liked having a notes thing just so I could summarize the whole week. And it was easy to keep up with plans and stuff here. This ended up turning into a sleep tracker instead of a screen time tracker. And then I ended up not keeping track. But I also made these stickers on my own as well. Since it was undated, I designed those and I put those in the journal myself on some clear sticker paper from Online Labels. I think they were from onlinelabels.com. This is a little zine I got from a Shigaraki cosplayer at a convention I went to in February. I just thought it was so cute, so I keep it in here. And then I slowly stopped keeping track in here at a certain point a few weeks ago. Again, I did have a lot going on, but this page ended up looking really good, and then I kind of fell off again. I don't really know why it was so hard for me in this one. I think it was just because the layout felt like a lot. Like this is a lot of space, I guess, and I felt like I wasn't utilizing it well. And it just wasn't working. I feel like it's too open-ended and it's just a lot of room and I didn't need that much space, I guess. So I have switched from the Traveler's Notebook weeks to the Hobonichi weeks. I found one and I got it. And I'll talk more about that in a second. Just stick around. And then, so this is in one of these little craft folders, and then I have another craft folder here, and this is where I just have like miscellaneous notes. These aren't as pretty, it's just where I jot stuff down. That's literally it. I keep up with some of my spending in here, some ideas I have, and just testing of things. And that's all this is. And then tucked back here, I have a little Polaroid of Zeus. This is an adhesive pin loop, and I keep my Sarasa Grand tucked in here, just like that. And then I have some extra stickers back here. So that is my Traveler's Notebook system. And as I mentioned, I have bought a Hobonichi Weeks. I just think the structure of the Hobonichi Weeks works a lot better for me, and I know it's not that different from the Traveler's Notebook Weekly Planner, but even just that little bit of difference feels big to me. And I knew I should have just got a Hobonichi Weeks last year, but I felt like I had to just fully commit to Traveler's Notebook, which I still am in the Traveler's Notebook, but instead of using their weekly planner, I'm just putting the Hobonichi Weeks into my Traveler's Notebook cover with my other notebooks, if that makes sense. So it's still technically one notebook. Now this is an April spring start. I was very lucky I still found one in stock, I feel. But yeah, I just got it a couple weeks ago and I have not completely set it up yet just because I don't want to overwhelm myself with it, but I've set up a few things here and there. and I'm going to be designing my full color cover pages like I did in my past Hobonichi weeks. But where I'm at now with this is with weeks, of course, having a monthly spread as well as weekly spreads, I can take down my chunkiness of my traveler's notebook cover with taking out the weekly planner and also the monthly planner, and also having both of those in one book just feels more practical to me. That was always something that I struggled with when I was buying the traveler's notebook weekly planner, was that I would also have to buy a monthly planner because and I just ended up looking at one and not the other because they're not in the same book, and it was just a lot, which isn't a huge problem, but it just was mildly annoying, I guess. And I've only got a couple weeks filled out in this, but I do already really like the way that I am able to set this one up. So I've got, of course, this is still work tasks, this is personal things, habit trackers here, but I'm also keeping a to-do list. My mood tracker is now here. It just feels less daunting like this. A small victory each week, and then my notes as well. And I just feel with the Hobonichi being a little more compact, it's less daunting to write in, and it feels better to write in. It's more, I guess, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but it just feels better. This is this week, and then that's all I have set up in this yet, but I'm really excited to be back in a Hobonichi weeks. I haven't decorated the cover yet. I'm kind of indecisive about that right now. But yeah, last year when I said that I was kind of falling out of love with the Hobonichi weeks, I think I was just wrong. I think I just wasn't utilizing the Hobonichi weeks in a way that fit for me. And now that I've kind of experimented with a different kind of weekly planner, I know that this now is right for me. I just wasn't doing it right. So that is my update for the year in a small flip through. Leave it to me to run out of space even on a memory card on a camera. Anyway, to wrap it up, what I was saying is, yeah, so this is my flip through and my updates for my journaling system and planning system this year. I know it's not quite June yet, but it's almost there, so I think it's close enough. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video, and I love you, and take care of yourselves. Bye!